Hello everyone. Okay, so today we are making blondies. I am making mine with butterscotch chips, but if you wanted to use white chocolate, you definitely can. So I have a parchment lined 9x9 pan here. We have some white regular granulated sugar. We have some flour, some salt, cornstarch, brown sugar, light brown sugar, baking soda, butterscotch chips. We have some butter. You can use salted or unsalted. I have 2 eggs here. Now, these are jumbo eggs. So you can either use 2 large eggs or you can take 1 full egg and then use the yolk of the second egg, which is what I'm gonna do because these are jumbo eggs. I will use 1 of the eggs full and then the second egg, just take the yolk out and use that. We have some pure vanilla extract, and I will be back once I get everything measured. Okay, I got everything measured out here. In this bowl, I have 2.5 cups of flour. Just make sure you do not pack the flour in the measuring cups. I have 1 tablespoon of cornstarch here. I have 1 teaspoon of baking soda here. I have 1/2 teaspoon of salt. I have 1 tablespoon of vanilla. I have 1.5 sticks of salted butter. If you're gonna use unsalted butter, then when it comes to the salt, just use 1 full teaspoon. If you're using unsalted butter, we are gonna melt this in the microwave. I have over here, I have one full cup of packed brown sugar. I have 2/3 cup of white granulated sugar here. In this bowl, I have 1 jumbo egg, and then the second egg, I just have the yolk, and I did mix those up a while. And then in here I'm using the whole package of butterscotch chips. It was an 11-ounce package. If you don't like that, if you don't want to use that many, you can just use 1 cup of butterscotch chips. I love butterscotch, so I'm using the entire 11-ounce bag. And if you're using white chocolate chips, the same would apply. Either if you want to use the whole 11-ounce bag, you can. If you don't want to use that many, just use 1 cup of the white chocolate chips or the white chips. So we're gonna start with getting all the dry ingredients together. So I'm gonna move everything off and just use what we're going to be starting with, which is the flour and the dry ingredients. We're going to mix those together. So I'm going to get another bowl, and I'm just doing this by hand with a whisk. And you can also get your oven preheated to 350. So I just did that. So I'm going to get this moved off, get all of our dry ingredients, and I'll show you what we do next. Okay, so I ended up putting my flour in here because I'm gonna need the other bowl to mix the sugars together. So in here I just have the 2.5 cups of flour. We're gonna put in our salt. We're gonna put in our cornstarch. And we're gonna put in our baking soda. And then you're just gonna mix that with a whisk. Just mix it, make sure it's all incorporated. Once we do that, we're going to mix our other ingredients into another bowl. So I'm going to get the other bowl and grab another whisk, and I will be right back. Okay, I got my other bowl here, and I did put the brown sugar in here a while. We're going to put the granulated white sugar in there, and then we're going to put our melted butter. And we're gonna give that a good mix. Once it's pretty combined, we're gonna add our vanilla and the egg. So I'll be back when I do that. Okay, I got that combined. So now we're gonna add in our vanilla extract. Give that a good mix. And then once that's all mixed, we're gonna go ahead and add our egg mixture. Okay, we got that combined. Now we're gonna add our egg. And just give it a good mix until it's well combined. Okay, I got my mixture combined. So now we're gonna take this wet mixture here and we're gonna put it into our dry mixture, and I'm just gonna fold it in with a spatula. So once I get it over and get it stirred in, I will show you what it looks like. Okay, I got my brownie mixture all mixed. And now we're gonna take the majority of the chips and put them in here. I'm gonna save about that much. About quarter cup to sprinkle on the top. So I'm just gonna mix these all together, and then I'm gonna put them in my lined parchment paper pan. This is a 9x9 pan. Once I get this mixture mixed into the pan, I will sprinkle some of the remaining chips on top, and then we'll get it into the 350-degree oven, and we're gonna bake 30 to 40 minutes. But I'll show you what it looks like once I get it into the pan. Okay, I got the mixture all into my pan, and now we're just gonna sprinkle some of the remaining chips on top. Now, if you don't like a lot of the chips, you don't even have to do this. I have a sweet tooth. So yeah, we're gonna bake this for 30 to 40 minutes. Once we get it out, I'm gonna put it onto a baking rack and let it cool. And once it's done, we will cut it and give it a taste. Yum, yum, yum. I cannot wait. If you notice, if the chips start getting too dark, you can just lightly lay a piece of tinfoil on top, or if they look done, just give them a test with a toothpick. And that's all my chips. So I'm gonna get it into a 350-degree oven, bake for 30 to 40 minutes. Keep an eye on it. I'll probably check it in 20 minutes. And then from there, just keep checking it every 5 minutes to be sure. But I will show you what it looks like when I get it out of the oven. Hello, everyone. My blondies are done. Yum. And I did check it with a toothpick. Now I did bake it for 40 minutes. I should have, my oven runs hot. So if you notice, everything I cook, or everything I bake in the oven, I typically do at 325. Unless it's like a frozen pizza or something like that, but casseroles and things like that. I don't mind the darker edges, but I probably should have just baked it at 325 degrees and then had it bake a little bit longer, but I just got them out of the oven, so I'm gonna let them cool for a bit. And once it's ready to cut them, we will cut them and give it a taste. And I can't wait. So we'll be back once it's time to cut them. Okay, my blondies are done. I've let them cool off for a bit, so I'm gonna cut a piece and we will give it a try. Let's give it a taste. Very good. Nice and soft on the inside. Outer crunchy layer. Delicious. I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and I hope y'all have a great day. See you on the next one.